Hey, what's going on? Lionel here, and today I hope to do about three fragrance reviews for you. The first one comes from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and it is La Nuit. A lot of you guys know about it. It is a highly recommended fragrance amongst YouTubers. So with that said, La Nuit. In the top, you have cardamom. In the heart, you have bergamot, Virginia cedar, and lavender. And in the base, you have vetiver and caraway. So, um, what is La Nuit? La Nuit is a flanker of L'Homme. You have, you know, Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. Then you have Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de L'Homme. Um, for a flanker, these are about as far away as possible as I can ever think of a fragrance. Um, I mean, they have nothing in common outside of the bottle. They don't smell similar. Um, they're not even within the same family. I don't even know if they even share the same note. Now that I think about it, um, L'Homme is a creamy citrus ginger fragrance, and La Nuit is a spicy, woody, sweet type of fragrance. They're not even close. So, anyway, what do you get out of La Nuit? I mean, a lot of you guys have smelled this. I'm sure if you've walked into any Macy's or Dillard's, they've sprayed it on you. So I'm just going to talk about the fragrance from my experience, and talk. Should you buy it or not? Um, I think immediately I'll tell you this is definitely a mature fragrance. The notes together gives you like a sweet, almost vanilla-ish pine type of scent. Um, a friend of mine said it smells very similar to like one of those. In Detroit they have a lot of Middle Easterners, and they have those little shops on the corners. Sort of smells like one of those types of shops where you can buy some spices and some other things like that. And I tend to agree. Um, that does have a sort of a Middle Eastern, maybe Indian type of feel to it. So anyway, when you look at the notes, let's scratch out bergamot, let's scratch out vetiver, and we can leave everything else in there. I would add vanilla, but I think it's the lavender and maybe the caraway. The mixture of those two are probably with the cedar. That the cedar kind of has a sweet woodsy fragrance that's sort of making it vanilla. And I think it's the spicy, the cardamom and the caraway is sort of giving it with some of the woods is giving it sort of a pine smell. I mean, you would think, if I was to name this, I would put this somewhere near, you know, Burberry London. I mean, it's a lot sweeter and less powdery. Um, and it's not as piney or Christmassy, but it's. I mean, if this was made by Burberry, I would assume it to be in that family of fragrances. So anyway, longevity, man, it lasts quite a while. I get about 8 hours on skin. If you spray it on clothes, it goes for quite a while. It is spicy and sweet. Compliment factor is around, you know, out of five, I'll give it about, 3.5. Man, I don't get a lot of compliments with this. I know, I've seen comments about panty droppers and that type of stuff. That's never occurred to me when I've worn this. Nobody's ever even told me I smelled sexy. You smell good, you smell nice, you smell, I don't know, something in that vein, but never, never, wow, that's sexy as of yet. So again, I get about 8 hours. Compliment factor, maybe 3.5. Projects the first 4 hours pretty well. So I'll give it, 4 in the area of projection. Versatility. I think once it cools down, I mean, you can wear it. Just the spiciness, the pineness of it you know, sort of takes away from you know, spring or summertime. I just think it's too warm. I think it's too um, you know, something for maybe a spring night, maybe a late summer night. You could pull it off. Um, but you know, in Texas, that's pretty hot, so a bit different for me. Overall, I mean, I'll give this maybe, you know, for what it is and for the price point. I mean, I would definitely put it in the, you know, the four range. I think it's a great buy. I think it's a wonderful fragrance. I think it's a wonderful gift fragrance for even people who might not like fragrances as much. And I think because of, you know, sort of the appeal, I think it may be pulled off as a good gift fragrance. Um, when I'm done with this bottle, I may go experience some other stuff first. I mean, like I said, it is nice, but you know, I just think I have other things that may be a bit nicer. Um, you know, unlike a Lure Homme, which I'll keep forever. This one, I don't know. I'll have to, you know, I'll wear it a little longer and see. You know, I bought the small one anyway, so I don't have a big bottle of it. The cap is bigger than the bottle, so. Um, but a nice fragrance. I mean, I would tell you to go out and check it out. You know, if you're at the mall and you don't have on anything, put about 4 or 5 sprays on you and see how people respond. See who, you know, if you're with someone, how they respond to it. So good fragrance, man. I like it. Good addition. You know, some people call it slutty or, you know, like a dude with the hairy chest with his shirt unbuttoned. I don't really get this out of this. I mean, this is nice for, you know, a nice formal event. It's a nice dinner scent. It's a nice you know, maybe a bit heavy for a movie, but I would pull it off. You know, maybe 3 sprays. So nice scent. Check it out when you guys get a chance. If you haven't, um, definitely a try plus. You know what I mean? It's not a buy, but it's a try plus for me. God bless.